This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.
Check out my merch on Teespring. I got a lot of shirts and stuff over there, merchandise you can buy over there. And also check out my other channel and stuff. Link below. You can subscribe over there. Appreciate that over there and everything. Also, if you want to contribute to the channel, support and everything, so I appreciate it. So thank you. So what you're watching, this is one way firearms is getting into the wrong hands. And you can do a lot to stop this. You can do a lot to stop this. And also this right here is the reason why we have politicians that keep coming up with more firearm laws. And we do simple stuff. Just lock your doors, lock up your firearms, people. We can stop a lot of these laws. So let's get to the video. What up, this is DC Channel Guns coming at you with another video, people. Appreciate you for finding the channel. Appreciate you for showing up. Thank you. Without you, none of this would be possible and stuff like that. Also, support your two-way channels, your gun channel. Support your Second Amendment and stuff, people. Pay attention to what's going on when it comes to your gun rights and stuff like that, your Second Amendment in this country and everything. Also, I appreciate the comments. I appreciate everything that y'all doing, the energy, so thank y'all. Also, appreciate the ones who pretty much sharing all their information and stuff in the comment section and stuff like that. Helps everybody out. I enjoyed it. I read it. I'm still learning. Everybody's still learning in the 2A community, so thank y'all for that. Also, go over to DC Channel TV over there. If you follow me over here, people, follow me over there. I'm be dropping a lot of good content that's coming up over there and stuff like that. So you got to be subscribed to that and everything. Also, when it comes to your Second Amendment, people, when you're voting and stuff, thoroughly check your politicians. Make sure that they're on your side when it comes to your Second Amendment, because that's where we're losing that. A lot of people don't understand that and everything. So that's very important. I've been watching it. We've been watching this for a long time in the 2A community. So pay attention to that. And so we're going to get into the video, people. We're going to get into a lot of things that is flying under the radar. A lot of people just let it fly over and stuff like that. This is not popular, people. I'm talking about, I come up here to drop educational type videos because we have so many buyers that have came into the 2A community and they're on one thing, you know, just get this firearm and all this kind of stuff and everything. But we still have a long fight ahead when it comes to your Second Amendment, people. And the things I'm going to talk about will stop a lot of these gun laws, a lot of politicians, keep you from losing your Second Amendment. So you need to be in the know of these things. And, you know, I'm always learning something. I know these things too. But you have to do this every single day. A lot of people get comfortable, and when you get comfortable, mistakes are made. So, you know, when as gun owners and stuff. So with that said, I'm gonna talk about something that is very important. Now, you can look all over the internet. You can look anywhere you go. People are buying firearms and stuff. You're hearing about, hey, get this gun, that gun. I can find more content of someone showing you a new gun or selling a gun. But I could barely find content when it comes to when you buy your gun, how to protect the gun. Yes, you buy the gun to protect yourself, but you got to protect your gun too. Because the gun is ending up in the streets and we're having all this crime, all this stuff that is happening. And guess what they're doing? Your politicians are doing the same old thing they've been doing. They're doubling down on gun owners, people. I'm talking about the criminals out there with free range. I've been talking about this, if you've been watching me for a long time. Criminal has free range. And at the same time, the laws that the politicians are creating are for law-abiding citizens. Every law that you look at is for law-abiding citizens, especially in the 2A community. So they keep infringing on our Second Amendment in this country over and over and over, creating the same law on top of other laws. So with that said, if you're a new firearm owner or existing owner, people, this is very important. Get you a vehicle car safe. I'm talking about, you know, I have talked to people, you know, where I carry a firearm, I don't have my license or whatever the case may be, or my permit. Oh, I just left it in the car. You know, that right there is a big problem because you know what is happening. Now, I'm going to show you this graph here. This graph has been moving up, not down, people. When it comes to car theft, firearms been stolen from vehicles. It's been going up, not down. You're not going to see a huge drop off. You're not going to see it. So when you look at this graph, what is happening is over time, as you got new firearm owners coming in, they're buying firearms. And at the same time, people are carrying firearms in their vehicle, but they're leaving it because I have seen for years, you know, my car gun. And you got people putting it in the most common places, in the console, glove compartment, under the seat. Criminals knows that. I'm talking about you have teenagers, underage teenagers who are going and just, they're not sophisticated with all this stuff that people keep imagining. They're going and pulling the car door and they're just checking the console and boom, there go a firearm. That is the ultimate prize. So you wonder why all these teenagers end up with guns and stuff in the street. And then someone who finds a gun, they sell it on the street. So now your firearm is out on the street because you failed to lock up your firearm, protect your firearm and stuff like that. These firearms are very expensive these days. And I don't see myself dropping hundreds of dollars on a firearm and then I'm just going to leave it in the vehicle. That's like saying you're going to take $400 or $500 in cash and just put it in the glove compartment and leave your door unlocked. Will you do that? Most people would not do that. So why would you do your firearm the same way? You have to think about this type of stuff, people. So, with that said, these lock boxes don't cost a whole lot of money. A lot of your retailers and shops and stuff got them. They're very inexpensive. You can buy a gun firearm lock box quicker than you can a box of ammunition these days. You can't even barely buy a box of ammunition for $10. Most firearms will fit in a regular large lock box that I use every single day that you're seeing in the pictures and stuff. This is what I use. I'm talking about next, got regular 16 gauge cable, whatever the case may be. Now I know there's going to be people. It's always been people who's going to say, oh, that is not going to stop and this and that. These people are not running around with professional tools and stuff. They just run around picking car doors, just seeing what they can snatch and grab. I have seen in malls, I have caught and seen people going around sneaking to just pull on the door handle and stuff in parking lots and stuff. That's to see if the door unlocked, to find loose change or whatever. But like I said before, they're getting more than loose change if you have a firearm in there and everything. So we have to stop this, people, and stuff. And you know what is happening? You have city crimes. I'm listening to politicians who are saying, well, because gun owners are not locking up their firearms, we need to come up with more laws. I talked about this a long time ago. In my area, they came up with laws. A lot of these campuses and stuff around your neighborhoods, a lot of these universities and stuff where you live at, a lot of these students leave their firearm in the vehicle. And that's where I see a lot of crime and stuff as far as car theft and firearm theft happening on the universities and school campuses and stuff. And when it comes to college kids and stuff like that. And it's also in neighborhoods and stuff, malls, all these different places where people just, they're in a rush or something. They don't think about it. Get you a firearm lock. Lock it in the lock box. I'm talking about also lock your doors, people. Lock your doors. I'm talking about every time I get out of my vehicle, I lock my doors. I'm talking about, it's just so much that you can do to stop more laws, people, because there's season on this. And it sounds very childish to be talking about stuff like that. And that is the problem. Little small things, you have people in the 2A community, they can't talk about it like that. They beyond it. You're never beyond it. Gun safety and everything is always important. This is one of the gun safety things that should be, I was looking at an article where, if you go to a firearm class and stuff, when I took my firearm class, they talk about you locking up your firearms and stuff like that. The education stuff is out there. They have literatures all over the gun shops and stuff like that. But people seem to not even pay attention to that. If I go to any type of gun shop, when you go to the counter to purchase something, they got literature all in front of you. Safety and locks and all this kind of stuff. And people seem to not pay attention to that. I watched this many a times and stuff like that. So, and then, like I said before, I have witnessed and stuff. Someone purchased a firearm, a new gun owner, and then it got stolen within a couple weeks because they left it in their vehicle, left the door unlocked and stuff like that. So pay attention, people, what's going on when it comes to your firearm, because it's very important. We can stop a lot of things, a lot of these criminals that's getting firearms and stuff like that. And when you have the rise of teenagers who are, most likely to be doing these car thefts, stealing vehicles, whatever the case may be, firearm is the number one thing that they're looking for and stuff. That's like the ultimate prize for some of these teenagers and stuff. And that is how it ended on the streets. I watched videos where they asked the teenager, how do you get the firearm? And the first thing he said, oh, I found it in the car. When I broke in a car, or I opened a car door, it was in the car where I found it. So that's some of the things that is happening. So a lot of cities and stuff are dealing with that. And that graph you've seen was from Nashville. They have a huge rise when it comes to car theft, and a lot of other cities experience that. So I want to put that on your radar and everything. So this is DC Channel Guns, and I'll catch you on the next one.
This is DC Channel Guns. Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.